All right, guys, this is an interesting topic, motivation, talking about controlling your inner toddler who doesn't want to. And I know you all know exactly what I mean, that little voice inside your head that says, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So let's get into it. So we all have an inner toddler within us, that impulsive and stubborn part of ourselves that resists doing things that we know we should. Whether it's starting a new project, maintaining a healthy routine, or overcoming a challenging situation, this inner toddler can throw tantrums and prevent us from progressing. I know you can all relate now. However, it is crucial to learn how to control this inner toddler and nurture the qualities of discipline, perseverance, and self-control. So by recognizing and addressing our inner toddler's resistance, we can make significant strides towards personal growth and achievement. So you guys need to recognize this little voice inside your head that throws those tantrums, that says no, that says, I don't want to do this. That's the little toddler voice that I'm talking about. So we need to learn how to understand the inner toddler. Just like an actual toddler, it seeks pleasure, avoids discomfort, and is driven by emotions rather than rationally, and often lacks foresight and long-term thinking. So it's always just a quick rational decision that little toddler is telling you. It's not analyzing the actual problem or the situation that you're in. It's all driven by emotions rather than rationality. The inner toddler will resist tasks that require effort, challenges, or delayed rewards, opting for immediate satisfaction instead. It also craves comfort, convenience, familiarity, creating obstacles to personal growth and achievement. So you can't let the little toddler voice win, because these are the things that it's stopping you from doing. Getting out of your comfort zone is what the little toddler hates to let you do. And the best things come from being out of your comfort zone. So the first step in controlling our inner toddler is acknowledging its presence. Know that it's there. By becoming aware of our own resistance, we can distinguish between our rational and emotional impulses. Self-awareness allows control of our actions and making conscious decisions. So the first step is always controlling and acknowledging this little voice that we have, and knowing that it's always going to be trying to crave comfort, convenience. It's going to create obstacles. It's going to stop you doing things. And it's going to stop you doing good things for yourself. So make sure that you are acknowledging that it's there. And by becoming aware, you're going to be able to distinguish between a rational and an emotional decision. So clearly defined goals provide direction and purpose. This is going to make it easier to resist the inner toddler's resistance. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks, creating structure and progress. So this is a big one. Yes, you have an overall big goal and you want to get from A to B. But if you start creating little goals along the way, it's going to make getting to that big goal a lot easier and strategical, because you're not going to just look at where you are and look at where you get to and go, this is too hard, or there's too many challenges, or what if this happens, or what if that happens, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that. Establishing routines and schedules can also help combat the impulsive nature of inner toddler, allowing us to form healthier habits. So habits and routines are the biggest thing. Habits, routines, and goals are the three biggest things that we push so hard in this. Without those things, you're just working towards nothing, and you're giving yourself, or your inner toddler, the perfect situation to go, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. This is not going to work. All the excuses under the sun, and they are excuses. And it's because you're letting yourself think emotionally instead of rationally. So self-discipline is the antidote to the inner toddler's resistance. It requires the ability to delay gratification and stay focused on long-term objectives. So what you need to do is practice self-discipline by setting realistic deadlines, avoiding distractions, and creating accountability systems. First accountability system is having us. Huge, huge, huge player is accountability. Now, avoid the distractions. Stop thinking about what ifs and this could happen and this may happen, and just do things as you go and work towards your big goal by ticking off little goals along the way. And don't set yourself too big of a goal or too small of a deadline. Engage in activities that strengthen self-control, such as meditation or exercise, to build resilience and mental fortitude. So meditation and breath work, if you don't already do it, you're losing out so much. Like breath work and meditation, go read up on it. I've got an ebook on it as well, which you guys are going to have access to. So make sure that you implement 10 minutes every single day of breath work and or meditation. And I know there's 99% about males will sit there and laugh when people say, oh, do you meditate or do you? Now, I want you to think about all of the most successful people in this world, and they all do this. Why do they all do this? Because it works. It's something that is going to be a night and day change for yourself positively. You're only going to gain positive from it. And if you start to implement these things, all of these little things, it turns that toddler voice off, because you're opening pathways inside your brain to let things happen and flow instead of coming up with excuses or getting overstressed or anxiety or overanalyzing things. So the inner toddler seeks comfort and avoids anything that poses a challenge. I know you guys can relate to that. Anything that's like you doubt yourself. The inner toddler seeks comfort and will avoid that. So however, personal growth often requires stepping outside of our comfort zone. However, personal growth often requires stepping outside of our comfort zones. Get uncomfortable. Learn to be uncomfortable. There's never a time where you're uncomfortable and you don't gain something from it. You will always get a positive gain from being out of your comfort zone. Embrace discomfort and view challenges as opportunities for learning and development. Get excited when you're feeling out of your comfort zone, because you know there's only something good that's coming from that. I get excited every time I'm doing something that is just completely out of where my comfort zone is, because I know that's the way to grow. The only way to get better at things is to be out of that comfort zone. You also want to celebrate small victories along the way to motivate yourself and reinforce positive behaviors. So emotional intelligence, guys, plays a vital role in managing our inner toddler. By understanding our emotions and recognizing how they influence our behavior, we can respond more effectively to resistance. So practice mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques, guys, to navigate challenging situations without succumbing to emotional impulses. Because emotions are not what you want decisions to be made from. Stop letting emotions make your decisions. You will get nowhere in life. You will just keep spinning your wheels and you will not be able to get towards your goal. Start thinking rationally. Get rid of that toddler emotion. Adopting a growth mindset is essential for taming our inner toddler. Be prepared to be better. Be prepared to grow. Embrace the belief that challenges and setbacks are opportunities for growth rather than indications of failure. Don't be scared to fail, because the ones that are scared to fail, they don't ever try. And if you don't try, how are you supposed to change? How are you supposed to get anywhere to where you want to get to? There's no way of doing it without trying, without being uncomfortable, without doing things that you haven't done before. So embrace the belief that challenges and setbacks are opportunities to be better. Learn from mistakes. Adopt a positive attitude. Maintain a sense of curiosity and openness to new experiences. This journey right here that you're on is a new experience. You started this because you didn't let emotions take over. You made a rational decision. Now adopt that positive attitude and maintain a sense of curiosity with everything in your life moving forward. Chase uncomfortable situations. Controlling our inner toddler is a continuous journey that requires patience, self-reflection, and perseverance. So by recognizing its presence and implementing strategies to overcome resistance, we can unlock our true potential and achieve personal and professional success. But remember, managing the inner toddler is not about suppressing our emotions, but rather harnessing them in a way that aligns with our long-term goals and values. So with practice and determination, we can guide our inner toddler toward productive behaviors and create a life filled with fulfillment and purpose. But if you keep letting that inner toddler emotion make decisions for you and you're not aware of it, then you're not going to get anywhere near that fulfillment and purpose that you're chasing. So stay focused on those things, guys. Learn from this, rewatch this. There's a lot of value in here. I want you to make sure that you have written down notes on here, and I want you to at least watch this 3 times. This is something I will keep watching myself. I've learned this from a mentor, and I'm passing on the knowledge to you guys because it is so powerful. Yes, it's a bit of a laugh at the start, the inner toddler, and but when you realize what it actually is and how many of us actually let it control us, you'll start to realize that you're letting emotions, you're letting that inner toddler take over decisions that should be made with rational thinking instead of emotional thinking. So I hope you guys have learned something from this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.